Happy 4th of July and welcome to the Mandan 4th of July Parade, sponsored by Basin Electric Power Cooperative and Bobcat of Mandan.
Good morning and welcome here to the 144th Annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. And Alicia Huck here and Nicholas Kwalik. We're here for the parade today and we're so excited. It's not hot today.
No, beautiful weather.
It is gorgeous out here and I see people even in blankets for this year's parade. Now, I mean, this started back in 1881. I imagine that they've had every temperature imaginable.
Oh, I could imagine so. Yeah, right. We were saying this was some of the nicest weather we've had for outdoor events that we've been a part of, including the North Dakota State Fair Parade.
Exactly.
So we will take it. Rained a little bit earlier this morning, like we talked about on Good Day Dakota, but absolutely beautiful day. As you can see, people are just lining the streets here. Chairs as far as the eye can see.
That's right.
People decked out in the red, white, and blue.
We got Mac in the air this morning, showing us everything from a bird's eye view. Love that camera up there. He's the lucky one. He gets to see everything from way up high, but he's sharing that view with us. And again, a 144th Annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. We are so excited.
That's right.
And we had the classic car parade already go by here at about 10 o'clock this morning. And it's always fun to see those.
Yeah, and we get to see a little bit of a preview before we came on the air to see who's all going to be here coming down the streets, getting all lined up, so we're excited for that.
That's right. And it looks like a full house this morning. I think everybody's just excited to have cooperating temperatures.
Right.
We had a lot of rain go through the region this morning and all through the night. And last night I was just wondering, I kept waking up and I'm wondering, is this rain going to be gone by the time the parade hits?
Right, and of course the other big event happening in the Bismarck area is tonight at the Capitol, the 4th of July Symphony Spectacular with the Bismarck Mandan Symphony Orchestra. I know a lot of people looking forward to a nice night. So might want to bring a jacket though. It's going to be a little cool.
Yeah.
So
you see everybody wearing shorts, tank tops, and then others wearing coats and blankets. So a little bit of something for everybody here.
That's right.
But yeah, we're looking forward to the parade coming through here. And the bands, of course. Nicholas,
my favorite part.
Yeah, your favorite part.
That's right.
A conductor.
That's right. That's right.
If you didn't know, Nicholas Kwalik here, he's a conductor by trade, right?
More or less music. We're both music
yes,
majors.
Music majors.
So we both have an equal share in the passion for music. So looking forward to this. So now you've been part of many Mandan Independence Day parades. What do you like so much about the Independence Day parade?
I just like seeing the camaraderie and all of the people and the excitement, the kids. All of them are just so excited, and it's like the parents are, you're waiting to make sure that they're not running out there and because you do have to be safe. But I just love to see all the smiling faces.
Right. It is. I always got this sense when you were a kid growing up, despite all your differences and whatever was going on, Independence Day was the day we all can come together as Americans, proud and true, just to celebrate all the blessings and the freedom we have.
What it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
And as you can see, we are joined by, thousands of our fellow North Dakotans and people from, I suspect, from elsewhere across the United States. And as you can see, here they come down the parade route for the 144th time in the history of the city of Mandan.
The color guard making its way down Main here in Mandan. A glorious day indeed, and I'm sure everybody in the parade this year is probably thankful. I said the lake goers probably aren't loving the coolness today, but I think all the parade goers are probably thanking really grateful for the cooler temperatures, especially those walking through the parade and those playing the instruments in the band and the walking band.
Oh, I can tell you, did you play marching band?
I never did.
Oh, well, I can tell you,
piano,
this is the perfect, ideal day. I mean, most marching bands won't wear their full get-up, their full uniforms, but if we had to, I suspect...
They could today.
Yeah, they could.
They absolutely could.
And what kind of just dawning on me, looking at the parade route, everybody's standing on one side. This day also kind of shows, with no traffic, the streets blocked off, a little bit of reduction in the hubbub of our everyday
Yes.
lives.
Yes. And this live telecast of the Mandan Independence Parade here on KX News is sponsored by Basin Bobcat.
All right, and the Mandan Independence Day Parade is brought to you by Mandan Automotive and the Mandan Progress Organization.
I want to thank them all for making this happen, and we want to thank our KX crew as well.
Oh, yes.
Everybody behind the cameras, way up high, Mac in the sky.
That's right.
And we have our crew down here on the ground, and we got our crew in the truck. It's an amazing crew that we have.
They get here super early to make sure that you all can hear us and see us well.
You can't forget the crew back at the station.
Absolutely.
Making sure that we all get on air.
That's right. Yeah, and of course there won't be any noon show today, in case you're curious, because of the coverage here on KX for the parade. But there, of course, will be our full newscast tonight, 4, 5, 6, 9 on the CW, and 10 capping off your Independence Day. And as you see, coming down the street there, the Dakota Leathernecks Marine Color Guard, and another look here at just all the people lined down the parade route here.
And we're really excited today here. We have newbies on the ground
to
be reporting here and seeing all of our parade goers. We have Nye Remy and we have our meteorologist Stone Schaefer.
That's right.
They're going to be grabbing folks going through the parade to tell us what is happening, answer all of our questions, find out, how they came up with their float themes and how long it took them to build these floats, because it amazes me at some of the floats and the ideas that they come up with. With such talent.
Right.
And so creative.
We're aware of so many other famous parades throughout the country during the holiday season, but of course, this is our hometown parade and a little bit of a smaller scale float, but nonetheless, a lot of work and love goes into making those kind of floats.
You can see those kids standing by. They are just waiting and chomping at the bit, waiting for the candy to come by. And that's another thing, is the candy won't be melting on the ground this year.
And there you see Mandan Police Department making sure everybody is safe and sound so they can take in the sights and sounds of this Independence Day parade.
So again, this is the 144th annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. Started back in 1881. Of course, we've had some years here and there where, it didn't happen for one reason or another, but 144 parades.
That's right.
That's a whole lot of parades. Seeing our flag fly in the sky, it's a perfect day for that.
Yes. And this is actually my first parade broadcasting on the air.
That's right. I mentioned that Nye and Stone at their first, but it's also your first.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Sat through a lot of parades as a kid. Sat through a couple rainy ones. Sat through a lot of hot ones back home in the great city of Parma, Ohio.
Yep.
A little shout out to Parma. I know my cousin Vinny is literally his name is Vinny Vincent, but he's sitting home with my brother and my parents, sitting on the streets of Parma watching their Independence Day parade.
And they can go to kxnet.com and watch
they can,
the live
yes.
broadcast.
My wife is watching back home in Ohio, so hi, honey, if you're watching, I love you.
And what is your favorite part of a parade?
Again, I think it's just, the music is one part of it, but the other big part is just, like I was saying, seeing everybody just really happy. We take the day to celebrate our freedom, taking the day to just recognize all that our country has been through, all that our country continues to endure. But recognizing the reason why we're here, and it's because of that sacrifice of so many, and seeing that beautiful Star-Spangled Banner, which incidentally I think it didn't dawn on me until a couple years ago that we have the only national anthem that asks 2 questions, and one of them being, "Oh, say does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave?" And on this day, I dare say that answer is a resounding yes.
So well said. Definitely.
And that's why you see them lining the streets all over North Dakota, including right here in Mandan, live from the 144th Mandan Independence Day Parade.
So it started off with the classic car parade that was at 10 o'clock this morning.
Right.
Always fun to see those old-time cars making their way through. And right now we are just waiting for the Dakota Leathernecks Marine Color Guard to make their way down Main Street here in Mandan. And following them will be the Mandan PD, the Morton County Sheriff, Mandan Fire Department. So all the fun ones that the kids are waiting for, to see those big fire trucks and all the horns.
That's right.
And all the noise. It's fun.
Right. And I see a lot of people were thinking just in case that sun might be a little overbearing, we see a lot of tents here. This is probably the most amount of tents I've ever seen.
Oh, people know.
Of course.
They come prepared.
Yeah.
It's like it's their old hat when it comes to these parades. And
it actually has been a while, honestly, since I've been to a parade or part of a parade. In Texas, we didn't, where I was at last, a couple years ago, didn't get a chance to see one. But yeah, this is a pretty good setup. People have got to figure it out here down in Mandan.
They do. Now, Stone, on the other hand, we're going to have to watch out for him.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the sunblock.
Oh, whoops. Well, that's why he's got that fancy KX News hat.
That's right.
So.
But here we go. Here, the Dakota 11X Marine Color Guard are making their way down here, and you can see them followed up by the band. One of Nicholas's favorite parts of the parade, and we have the Mandan.
They are followed there carrying the American flag by the Mandan Touchdown Club. The purpose of the Mandan Touchdown Club is to operate a football program for the benefit of youth and their families so they may enjoy growth through competitive football and to foster growth of the game of football in the community, and as well to provide new opportunities for the youth of Mandan to participate in what is certainly an American tradition.
You know, what an honor for them to be able to do this.
Yes.
A symbol of our freedom here on Independence Day. Of course, we have our local PD, Mandan Police Department, Sheriff Department, the Fire Department, all following up. And a cute, adorable little, what is that, what kind of dogs are those, a cockapoo?
They might be. I'm not exactly sure, but apparently they like camera people.
Yeah.
So, and as you hear, it's getting a little noisy down the parade route. The Morton County Sheriff and the Fire Department being represented here today. People that work to keep the community safe, certainly making their presence known.
Getting their fill of candy now, starting to fill up those bags.
And I'm sure they can breathe a little bit easier out here in Mandan this year, the fire department, with much more greener condition.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And I think more people are, you know, I've been to so many parades where people, when they spray the water like that, people want them to spray them. I think this year it might be a little different story. I think people might be ducking away from those spraying water. And
that's the first time we've ever seen icy pops being thrown out.
Oh, yes.
At a parade. Not a bad idea. I guess it beats, to some extent, candy, but they'll take what they can get. And here you see more of our local firefighters and first responders.
Lots of different apparatus.
Yes.
In a fire department that you don't really think about.
No.
And you see it, it's like, huh. Again, this is the Mandan Fire Department making its way through the 144th Annual Mandan Independence Day Parade, and this live telecast of the Mandan Independence Day Parade on KX News is sponsored by Basin Bobcat.
And the Mandan Independence Day Parade is also brought to you by Mandan Automotive and the Mandan Progress Organization.
And a big thank you to all of them for helping to make this happen. Of course, this couldn't happen without everybody in their floats.
That's right.
And we want to thank our KX crew all for making this happen as well and broadcasting to you live, because not everybody's able to make it, but you know, we all want to see it.
Yes.
And so it's great, very thankful that we're able to do this.
All right, of course, being brought to you live here on KX News and of course KXNet.com and wherever you get KX.
Yeah, you always have some holdups, right?
That's right.
You gotta let the kids get their candy.
Space it out.
So behind them, we have some fancy cars making their way. Again, there is the Mandan Touchdown Club, as you see, holding the large flag. Mandan Touchdown Club, also known as MTC, they operate a football program to benefit the youth as well as their families. They can enjoy growth through competition in football. There you see behind them, we have some of those classic cars, some of the sports cars. Nick, what kind of sports car would you want if you could pick and choose?
See, I'm not really picky. I'm not necessarily a car guy, but a Camaro,
There you go.
A Viper. I know they give those away a lot on The Price is Right, which is seen, of course, on KX.
Is that, a Viper. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drew Carey's my hometown guy from the great state of Ohio as well.
I was not aware of that either.
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, Drew Carey, born and raised. Of course, got his national debut on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson way back in the day.
Oh, see, the kids aren't even running from the water. That's what you call tough.
Yeah.
North Dakota tough. They're just taking that spray of water even when it's a little bit chilly out here.
Have you ever had a lot of opportunities to march in an Independence Day parade, not necessarily Mandan?
When I worked at Minot State University, I marched with them
Okay.
a couple of times. So
Okay.
it gets to be long. You
It
have
sure
to have
does.
some good shoes on.
I got to march a lot back when it was known as Indian Guides, the YMCA program, now known as Adventure Guides and Adventure Princesses. My sisters, my brother, myself, and then of course got to march with the Padua Franciscan High School Marching Band in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in the great city of Cleveland, St. Patrick's Day. And much colder temperatures and windier, let me tell you, marching downtown with those big,
I can't imagine.
big buildings.
Yeah, especially even Ohio in March has got to be pretty cold, but
Yeah, not as cold as here.
I was going to say, I don't think a parade would be too likely to happen in North Dakota in March.
Yeah, yes.
But here we are
Here we
on
are.
July 4th, Independence Day.
That's right.
And it is a glorious day, especially a glorious day for a parade. Because
Right.
it might not be the best day or the best temperature for the lake,
No.
but this is the best for a parade.
Right, and it is certainly a privilege to be able to cover such a great parade for my first time, and I look forward to many more times covering this parade as well.
Always a good time. And again, this live broadcast of the Mandan Independence Day Parade, it is on KX News and sponsored by Basin Bobcat. And the parade is also brought to you by the Mandan Automotive and the Mandan Progress Organization. Big shout out to everybody making this happen, everybody behind the scenes, everybody who's put in some long hard work into making these floats that we're very excited to see.
That's right.
They have the competition each and every year, and I should look and see who won the competition last year. You have your first, second, and third place, and they have some doozies. And coming up here, we have this year's Grand Marshal, Dennis Nieskins, also known by Denny. He is the man with the Buggies and Blues. I'm sure many of you are familiar with that. The Buggies and Blues that makes its way throughout the summer. And he came up with this idea 30 years ago. I had no idea that Buggies and Blues had been around that long, but I know a lot of folks who really enjoy it and come out each time it happens. And now Remy is with them right now.
Can you tell me what is your goal for promoting as the Miss North Dakota International?
Thank you so much for asking. My platform is called Pause for Mental Health, and I'm promoting positive with the W mental health through the human-animal bond, one paw at a time.
Okay, and can you tell me what's your favorite part of this parade?
My favorite part about being part of the Mandan Independence Day Parade is representing with Chevrolet of Mandan and celebrating our independence. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, Nick and Alicia, back to you.
A good time seeing them. And again, this is Nye's first time out here for a parade, and she's just getting out there and finding out what is happening. So it's always a good time. Now that looks like a monster truck indeed.
Yeah.
You got the Hulk green happening there. That's a pretty creative float that we have there with the cars. such creative ideas, like you were saying, the popsicles, and I see them giving out Gatorades and jerky sticks, and it's not just all about candy these days, folks.
Right.
They give quite the prizes out there. Just got to keep your eyes open and get yourself a KX koozie.
That's right.
Is that what you call them in Ohio? Do you call them koozies?
Koozies, yeah, I think so. And then you saw briefly one of our hardworking KX crew members making sure this broadcast gets brought to all of you. And there you see coming up the street there is the Mandan football team. And there is our very own Stone Schaefer. Stone.
Yeah, so I'm here with Mandan football team. Are you guys ready for your season?
Yeah, for sure. Us as a whole entire team collectively, we're just getting the work done throughout the summer and trying to be our best during the season.
And what's been the hardest part so far?
Definitely the heat. It's just been killing the whole entire team. It's definitely been a brutal one this summer. Especially with the pads and stuff.
Yeah, well, thank you guys very much.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Stone. And you know, Stone, he's a big sports.
That's right.
Sports guy, and so that doesn't surprise me that he grabbed the football team. But you know, I can't imagine this year practicing any sport in the heat that we've had.
Yeah, I think
somebody who wants triple digits here.
Well,
think about those football players.
Well, you know, you think of marching band.
Yes.
And you know, when I was in high school, we didn't have a field to practice on. We practiced in the parking lot. So that was a little toasty.
That can be toasty,
but I can imagine with
absolutely.
what they've got to go through. And here is our Grand Marshal.
There is the Grand Marshal. We have Grand Marshal Dennis Neeskins. And again, he is the man with the Buggies in Blue idea that came up 30 years ago now. That Buggies in Blues, if you haven't been there, if you haven't seen it, you have to make your way.
No, yeah, it's something spectacular. And speaking of which, I think you could probably guess who this is. This is last year's winner for the best float in the Mandan Independence Day Parade. Yes, it is A and B Pizza.
How do they do that, Nicholas?
Carefully.
How do they, I mean,
Look at
that
this.
crust has got to be just perfect by the end of this parade.
Now, I wonder, I suspect they're not going to use that in tonight's pizza, but nevertheless.
Hey, right now, I'd take it.
Well, hint, 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 back in the production truck, right? Exactly.
That's impressive. Again, that's A and B Pizza. They were last year's winner. I was just saying earlier, I got to find out who was first, second, and third place, and A and B, they made first place last year.
Another classic, the Beach Boys in the background there. Followed by another outstanding ensemble. Alicia, you want to tell us about them?
Yeah, we got the Mandan Rodeo Committee. I love seeing the horses.
Beautiful.
And of course, a lot of beautiful horses here with the Mandan Rodeo Days. It is the world's oldest rodeo. They are celebrating their 144th anniversary this year. Here's our own Andrew Very.
That's right.
Standing by.
Wow, it's Nye Remy. I think she's trying to get an interview here.
Yes, I think she might just have Miss Rodeo Days here. Okay, Nye, there she is.
That's right, Nick and Alicia. I'm here with
Kale Miller, Miss Rodeo Triple Arcateau.
Okay, so what made you want to run for Rodeo Queen?
I love promoting the sport rodeo, and I feel like it's important for a lot of people to know about it.
Okay, and your biggest sponsors for the Mandan Rodeo?
Snooze!
And who's this cute guy?
This is Blade. He is Dakota Rodeo stock contractor horse. Great horses here.
Oh, that's cool. All right, Nick and Alicia, back to you.
All right, Nye, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think her horse, he wanted to get out of there.
He's like, we got more parade to do.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, very exciting though. And again, if you have never been to a rodeo, or if you have, make your way to the Mandan Rodeo because it's always a good time.
Yes.
And a good excuse to get a cowboy hat and
There
some
you go.
boots, right?
We were at the Mandan Rodeo a couple years ago when we were broadcasting live for KX News. We enjoyed that a lot.
Here we have Hermanson Kist It's a horse sale arena. They've been around for 41 years. Oh, there she is, Miss Rodeo. She's got her horse and she's getting going there. But Hermanson Kiss, that horse sale, they've been around 41 years, and Dave Hermanson, he's been in the horse business his entire life. So I think he knows a thing or two about that business.
Here you're looking live again from the 144th Mandan Independence Day Parade, high above. And now you see on your screen there the Bismarck Mounted Police. They're a volunteer search and rescue and public relations group with the Bismarck Police Department. And they say they are actively looking for some new members.
And they have, I believe, a llama with them.
Look at that.
Or alpaca.
Alpaca?
Is that, I don't know the difference or if it's the same thing. Is an alpaca a type of llama? I'm sure somebody will email me and let me know.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of helpful people out there when I get stumped.
Yes.
And there we have, Mac is in the air giving us that bird's eye view. I love that view. He's the lucky guy way up there. But right now, coming up,
this is Dakota Community Bank and Trust thanking all of our branches of our United States military in their float.
I think we're setting up some cameras
That's
over
right.
here. But yeah, coming by, that we have the Community Bank and Trust. They've been around for over 80 years too. We have some long timers around here, and there we go, throwing out that candy that all the little ones, that's, I think, there. You know, I'm sure we'll talk to some of these kids today and find out what their favorite part is, and guess what most of them are going to say, Nicholas?
Candy.
Candy.
Of course.
Of course. Horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
Yeah, I had to. We just saw the horses. You know, some words trigger some phrases. And,
That's right.
all right, and we have Nye. Who do we have, Nye?
Hey, Nick and Alicia, I'm here with.
Lee Weisbeck.
Okay, hi Lee. How are you?
Good, I'm doing well. Good to be here.
Oh, I'm good to be here too. Are you having fun?
Having a blast.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about
Yeah, Starian Bank, we've been in the community for 34 years, Starian Bank, and just proud to be in the community and in the parade today, celebrating the 4th of July.
Okay, and what sparked your creativity for this float?
You know what? It's all about the red, white, blue. So.
Okay, cool. All right, Nick and Alicia, back to you.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much, Nye.
Yeah, Starian Bank, who she was just talking with, they started in 1969 and they are owned by the Larson family. They've got 16 locations across North Dakota and Wisconsin and have been serving customers for more than 54 years.
The parades are not only fun, but it really is a great opportunity for different businesses and organizations to spread the word and share what they're all about.
Exactly.
And they come up with some fantastic ideas here with a lot of fabulous floats. And right now, meteorologist Stone Schaefer is standing.
Yeah, so I'm here with Security First Bank. You've been throwing candy pretty good. It's probably the best one out there. How's it been so far?
It's been really good. The weather's really nice. We got a lot of people from the bank out here, and we have lots of candy to throw.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Now back to you, Nick and Alicia.
You know, I'm really glad that Stone got a hat today.
That's right. And you saw passing him there was Security First Bank of North Dakota, embracing tradition and innovation.
Another marching band here.
The Cowboys Drum and Bugle Corps out of Williston, North Dakota, making the trip all the way down here to the 144th annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. And we see here the Rivera Bank, employee and directly owned company of advisors who help build the financial strength, stability, and growth of every community to which they belong. With roots dating back to 1909, Rivera is comprised of Rivera Bank, Rivera Insurance, and Rivera Wealth. Rivera is a community bank helping customers forge new paths to achieve their goals.
You know, I don't think in years past, watching as many parades as I've watched and hosted, you know, the rollerblades, I think that's gotta be the way to go, right?
It's one way to get around.
Very clever. And this is Rivera Bank that you see going by here with their floats and all of the folks throwing out the candy to all of our little kiddos here who are enjoying this day. All of us, very much so. Just a gorgeous day here at the 144th Annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. And again, this live telecast of the Mandan Independence Day Parade on KX News is sponsored by Basin Bobcat.
And the Mandan Independence Day Parade is also brought to you by Mandan Automotive and the Mandan Progress Organization.
Lots of balloons here.
That's right, and here they come. It's Bobcat of Mandan, serving the Bismarck-Mandan area for over 40 years. Quite the ensemble of equipment they have on display at Bobcat of Mandan today.
There's some fancy Bobcats.
I'll say.
Gotta tell you, have you ever driven a Bobcat?
I have not.
Have you ever driven a tractor?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever driven a grain truck?
No, I have not.
I beat you.
All right.
Yeah, well, being a farm girl.
Sure. Absolutely.
You know, you kind of have to just get behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we have some zero turns coming up here too. I don't know, well, maybe you saw those already, but zero turn lawnmowers.
Aha.
That's what you call fun.
I'll tell you.
Fun to drive.
And she's having a great time here, driving some of the machinery.
See, Nicholas and I, what we see right in front of us is slightly different
That's right.
from what you are seeing on the television. And so it's hard sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
I see something
Gotta
happening
keep
and it's not
focused.
where the camera is at that moment.
Right.
Like, oh.
We don't want to miss it too, as much as you
No.
don't want to miss it. And I think we have Nye Remy walking along the parade route here coming up. And Nye Remy, what do you have with you?
We're maybe having some battery problems there. But we'll get back here with Nye and see who she has.
That's right.
to visit with
I
today.
think she was actually talking to some people from
Butcher Block.
Meats. Yes, they are. It's the Peanuts Gang celebrating Independence Day by cruising with the red, white, and blue. And coming up there on your screen, the big float is Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Alicia, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nationwide alliance of member-owned electric cooperatives. They focus on providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity to all of their members, something that I think we often take for granted, that we are all very thankful for. And they say that what sets them apart is their emphasis on connecting people and benefiting both their members and the communities. And so beyond affordable electricity, Touchstone Energy Cooperatives prioritize shared values of integrity, accountability, innovation, and commitment to the community. And the values, they form the foundation of their cooperative difference and earn the trust of their members as that cooperative. And they'll rely on them for the dependable and affordable power and service every day. So again, something that, you know, it's easy to take for granted.
Yep.
Just being able to turn on that light switch.
That's right.
Have that air conditioning that
Especially, yeah.
keeps us safe
Yeah.
on these hot days and
Words
keeps
right
us
out of my
healthy.
mouth. That's right.
A very unique float there too. You know,
That's
I kind
right.
of wonder, seeing floats like that, how do they do that, right?
It takes, like I said, I'm sure a lot of work, and but they want to make sure that you know, everybody sees them and knows what they're all about.
And take a look at this one, RJR Maintenance and Management. They always have a beautiful float here to share with everybody. They want to thank the Bismarck and Mandan community as well as veterans past and present for the ultimate sacrifice.
And they're also followed by RJR Racing, showcasing RJR vehicles, which are featured at the one and only Dakota Speedway. There it is.
You know, going to the Dakota Speedway now, that's give you a run for your money, a race for your money. Haha, get that? Get
That's
that?
right. I still have to get up there myself, but I know a lot of people have a great time at the Dakota Speedway there.
RJR has their very own car.
That's right, number 11. A fantastic crowd on hand here at the Mandan Independence Day Parade. Certainly no shortage of stars and stripes And as you can see there, Uncle Sam. And of course, another great symbol of this country, bald eagle.
General Equipment and Supplies there with that Uncle Sam. Their variation of it. I love it. I love it with the blow-up eagle right beside him. Very much so. And yeah, as she was mentioning, that is their smallest electric vehicle because the BSC, Cruising with the Red, White, and Blue, they have a CDL program, and with the semi-truck and an auto technician program as well. So it's really cool with these electric cars. That was the smallest electric cars that they had. And they've been providing high quality, affordable college. Whoop, there's the
Contrasted by what you're seeing just going out of your screenshot.
Yes.
The big semi there. Looking for commercial drivers for CDL training through several different organizations.
Here we have the Cowboy Drum and Bugle Choir. They are coming up here in just a bit.
And there you see overhead the I-Band truck.
No,
the Independent
square
Beef Association
bales.
of North Dakota. Oh, yeah, that too.
Square bales, the perfect seat.
That's right.
My husband did his share of throwing square bales, tossing those. He said it was the best way to keep in shape throughout the summer ahead of football and wrestling season. Come back and be like, what were you doing all summer? We didn't have practice. Throwing square bales. Handing out the flags. That's what we're all about, right?
That's right.
This is our 144th Independence Day Parade, the Mandan Independence Day Parade. Always a really good time. We thoroughly enjoy coming to this every year. And this live telecast of the Mandan Independence Day Parade on KX News is sponsored by Basin Bobcat.
And the Mandan Independence Day Parade is brought to you by Mandan Automotive and the Mandan Progress Organization. I think keeping in mind too also, today is just not the 4th of July. It is Independence Day. It's
absolutely the true meaning here.
Yes. Well, we've got some more activity. You see Aero is coming up. The
Aero
parade route
service
here.
team.
Right. They are the superheroes of emergency fire and water restoration, saving your home or business from any disasters that may strike. Quick 24/7 response time helps get your home or business back to normal in no time. No project too big or small. Small Aero trained superheroes to handle them all.
Hi, Remy. Who do we have?
And today I have with me
Jesse Renner.
Okay, and what's unique about your float?
Well, you know what? It kind of serves as a reminder of who to call. We want you calling the heroes when it comes to fire, mold, or water mitigation, anything like that. So just a reminder, we're here to take care of you. We're here to be your hero.
Okay, and how long did it take?
It didn't take too long to put this together. The part that took forever was coming up with the idea to do it. So, yeah.
And what sparked that idea?
Well, you know, it just, I guess the creativity of our team, you know, we collaborated a little bit, and that's what we come up with.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
All right. Thank you so much, dear.
All right. All right, Nick and Alicia, back to you.
Yes, and yes, that was pretty creative. There you can see the simulated smoke.
Yes, simulated smoke, talking about how they fight fire. And they have water. They're spraying the kids with water as well. And like he said, it's very interesting. He said it took them longer to come up with the idea of what they were going to make for their float than it was to actually make the float itself.
And here is West River Equipment displaying their abilities, what they can do.
That's like an oversized zero turn right there.
Turning radius, unbelievable. That's West River Equipment, part of this Mandan Independence Day Parade. Saying hi to all the parade goers, that's right.
That's something I've never gotten to drive, and that would be a good time.
Yeah.
You know, one of these days I should just take a mic out there and climb up in there and say, can I take it for a spin?
Yeah.
Right?
I smell a new segment on Good Day Dakota.
They've got we've got quite the equipment here, several pieces of equipment. Again, that's West River Equipment, farm construction equipment for all of your farming needs and construction needs. And following West River Equipment here, you're going to see coming up Harlow's school bus. Harlow's is very well known here. It's a privately owned student transportation company. They were founded in 1973, and they excel in providing safe and enjoyable transportation services to school districts. And every driver prioritizes the safety of their precious cargo, your precious cargo, to create the best school bus experience for students. I myself have, my daughter has to ride the bus. Yep. My son has ridden the bus, and you're putting your child's life and safety into their hands, and a great job they do indeed.
Right.
So.
Yep, I used to ride the bus in grade school, so certainly have our bus drivers to thank.
Yep. Again, that's Harlow's school bus.
That's right. In case you have us on in the background or you got your hands full of food, it is 11:20 Central Time here. If you're watching the 144th Mandan Independence Day Parade, this live telecast of the Mandan Independence Day Parade on KX is sponsored by Basin Bobcats.
And it's also brought to you by Mandan Automotive and the Mandan Progress Organization.
And here comes
Right,
Remy.
Nye.
Yeah, what do you got, Remy?
Hey. Okay. Hi, so I'm here with
Doreen.
and this is the
This is the Dream Center. Adopt a Block is one of our programs we have. Yep.
Okay, and what's the purpose of your program?
We distribute food to the low-income families in our community, and we just like to help them out.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's nice. A nonprofit?
Yes, it's a nonprofit in town. We're very new.
Okay, that's cool. Is this your first, since you're new, this is your first parade?
Our first parade, yep.
And you love it so far?
It's amazing.
Okay, that's great. Nice to meet you.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Nick and Alicia, back to you.
Thank you very much. That was the Dream Center Bismarck. As she mentioned, they're quite new, but they volunteer in Adopt a Block mobile pantry, and they said that they provide groceries to different areas of the community that need it the most, and it's just amazing because I don't think you can have enough organizations like this.
No, not at all. And
The work that they do, and so again, that's the Dream Center Bismarck. Berg's 24-hour towing, big or small, we tow and winch them all. And of course, they come by with their classy pink. See a Berg's 24-hour towing truck. Nicholas, I'm going to ask you this. Have you ever had to have a vehicle towed?
no, thankfully.
Well, if you ever do, here you go. They'll take care of you.
That's right.
Let's just hope you don't, though.
No, and seriously enough though, tonight, a lot of people will be celebrating our nation's birthday, so of course, be sure to do so responsibly, so you may just need a tow.
That's for sure.
So be careful. I'm trying to hear myself over all this ruckus that they're making out these tow trucks here.
And coming down Main here at the 144th annual Mandan Independence Day Parade, I believe we do have the Open Door Baptist Church. They have quite an impressive float here.
Yes. No, actually, that is the Lewis and Clark.
I was wrong on that.
That's Lewis and Clark.
This is
no,
the
no, you're right.
ferry.
That is no, you're right. It is the
okay.
the Open Door Baptist Church.
Yep, and their float
Yes.
is the Lewis and Clark. Now again, so creative.
Yes.
Again, how do you come up with these ideas? But it's the Lewis and Clark. This is the Open Door Baptist Church. They preach and teach the gospel of Jesus Christ, and they've been cruising with the red, white, and blue since 1981. They've been around. Sure. Thank you. They're hydrating us.
That's right.
Hydrating us with some good old water. see two vets moving. That's a moving company, Bismarck Mandan Residential and Commercial Mover. They say, quote, as veterans of this great community, we continue to serve you.
And you hear conga in the background, and he's moving to that music. It is Senator John Hoeven. Senator Hoeven and his wife Mikey Hoeven are pleased to be in the Mandan Independence Day Parade. Senator remains committed to bringing the same common sense principles that have led to North Dakota's tremendous growth and success to his work while serving in the U.S. Senate. Senator Hoeven wishes everyone a safe and happy Independence Day. Senator getting the steps in here at the Independence Day Parade.
Is, yes.
Throwing out lots of candy there, and there it is, a live, beautiful shot from on high here at the 144th Mandan Independence Day Parade.
We got Mac in the sky.
That's right, and our crew on the ground here, hard at work, bringing you these beautiful shots.
Perfect day for the 144th Annual Mandan Independence. They have got you covered.
And that Entergenic group that you see on your screen right now is Dakota Stage Limited. They bring their shows to life before your eyes with Disney's Descendants through their adventures happening July 13th to the 15th. Or you can tag along with the Puffs to see what the Potter experience was really like from their hilarious perspective in Puffs or 7 increasingly eventful years at a certain magical school of magic and magic on July 27th through 30th, all at Dakota Stage.
It's always a fun time. You know, we talk about everybody who does so much hard work all throughout the summer, from your athletes to your musicians to your talent here, such as Dakota Stage Limited with acting, keeping them busy. And the North Dakota National Guard here, of course, we have to thank them all for their service.
Absolutely.
And their vision is to be a premier force relevant today, evolving to meet the missions of tomorrow. And they're ready to give their support whenever it is needed. Again, we want to thank them wholeheartedly.
Yes, including, if I may, just one of my broadcasting teachers, Sergeant Chad Highland, is part of this North Dakota National Guard, and he now lives here in North Dakota.
Amazing.
So thank you so much, Sergeant Highland. Now we're just going to toss it over to our very own meteorologist, Stone.
Yeah, I'm here with Dakota Speedway. They have a bus. This thing's cool. So how many years you been doing this?
This is my second year.
This is your second year? Do you know how many the Speedway's been doing?
That I don't know.
Don't know? Okay. And so, do you know how's the season been going over there at Dakota Speedway?
It's been doing good. Wish we didn't have all the rain, but we're planning to be there this Friday for the Night of the Legends, starting at 7 o'clock.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll be there.
Okay.
Now back to you, Nick and Alicia.
Guarantee that's no lie. He will be there.
That's right. And we should also point out the North Dakota National Guard was there also with the North Dakota Air National Guard. We, of course, thank them for all of their service to our nation.
Absolutely. Yeah, we just had, again, that was meteorologist Stone Schaefer. He was with Dakota Speedway. And they have, coming up this Friday, a Night of the Legends.
There's the Northland Towing.
Another towing company there.
That's
so
right.
Have your pick.
You got your options.
And just hope you don't need it.
That's right. And of course, we won't need anything hopefully towed during this parade. No traffic on the road. But what we do have is just a great crowd of people here lining the streets of the great city of Mandan.
Again, the 144th Annual Mandan Independence Day Parade And it is sponsored by Basin Bobcat and also brought to you by the Mandan Automotive and Mandan Progress Organization.
I don't think you could ask for any more of a better day. Weather-wise, just a great feeling.
No complaints here. I think
No.
I've worked parades in every temperature imaginable.
Uh-huh.
And I have to say this is probably my favorite temperature of all to be working a parade, and I would assume that all the parade goers and attendees feel much the same. All right, and Nye Remy is with somebody here. What do you have, Nye?
So hi, I'm here with?
My name is Becca Pelkey with Dakota Speedway.
Okay, this car is so small. How do y'all even fit in this?
So this is an INX Legend race car. They're built small like this. They're a very affordable race car. Those little doors, they open right on up and the drivers go right on in.
Okay, that's cool. And is this your first time here?
No, Dakota Speedway has been in the parade for many years, and we raced this Friday, July 7th.
Okay, that's cool. I'll be looking forward to it. Back to you, Nick and Alicia.
Thank you very much.
Stone said that he's going this Friday. I think we all need to go. I think that'd be a good time. Do you see all those cars out there?
Yeah.
Have you seen those little cars making their way around?
You know, that reminds me of when the Shriners, when they used to do the, not too unlike them, so.
Takes some talent.
That's right.
That's for sure. And here they continue with the weekends are for race car, as they say. Man, they have every type of car, every color imaginable. And that also is something that takes a lot of talent and creativity.
Sure.
You know, I used to be in high school with some of those who made those kind of demolition cars and race cars, and they were always busy fixing, painting, working on their cars, getting them ready for the next race, the next demolition derby. And
there you see Dakota Speedway just coming in and out of your screen there. They are a premier dirt track in North Dakota. They've been here since 1990.
No, it doesn't seem too far.
No.
It seems like it was just, you know, a couple years ago. But, you know, wishful thinking, right?
Sure. Well, it's certainly a big part and a lot of fun for people here.
And you see some of these race cars, every style and variation, and that's something I've not ever done, is ride in a race car, a demolition car, any type of those. It's got to be quite the adrenaline rush, I would imagine. Right. Oh, and there we have it from Cars. Representing RJR, Puppy Salon, Pucklick, Oil Guys. All right, here we have, that looks like a mean car up the top of that truck.
It does, it does. We'll get a better look at it in just a moment. A little bit of a gap in between.
Reminiscent of maybe a shark, you think?
Yeah, I would, I'm not sure. Maybe. I dare say not a lot of full houses right now in the city of Mandan. A lot of people just out here to enjoy the parade, getting here very early, getting a ringside seat, as it were.
That's right.
To check out what all the action's about here. Of course, a lot of people will be taking off as soon as the parade lets out, as soon as they can, for their cookouts and family gatherings. Probably a little bit too cold for a dip in the pool.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
A tad chilly.
Maybe a 1 or 2 runs through the sprinkler.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Unless maybe you have a heated pool.
Oh boy, isn't that nice? You don't have a heated pool, do you?
Not in North Dakota. No, but
Oh, okay.
my sister does.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, not something you see too often in the great state of North Dakota.
No.
Our short summer that we try to enjoy every minute we get.
That's right. Hence why some of us want 100-degree days.
Including at events like this, the 144th Annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. Started back in 1881. Wow. There's some more race cars from Dakota Speedway. So creative.
And here we have Schwann Buick GMC Cadillac. They've been family owned and operated since 1998, offering an answer to all your automotive needs, whether new vehicles, pre-owned vehicles, service parts, accessories, or collision repair. Their mission at Schwann Buick GMC is to prove to you that you can count on us.
Oh, you didn't read the part, Nick, that said that you're supposed to buy that boat for me.
Oh, is that? I'm missing. That must not be in my script here.
That was in the notes. It was in the fine print.
Oh, I see. All right. Well.
Yeah. See.
And oh, here it is. Alicia buys Nick pool.
Yeah. Well, I just bought. I will buy you a pool.
Oh.
I just bought Asen a $12 wading pool, but in the fine print, you know, there it says any large fishing / speedboat, Nicholas.
I see that.
Pollock shall buy Alicia Huck.
Boy, all right. Well, I got a birthday coming up, and you got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, I'll buy you that pool.
For the holiday season.
I'll even give you Asen's pool.
Okay.
If you'd like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See what we can work
See,
out
I rendered you speechless.
Yes, exactly. It would be a first if you rendered me speechless.
Isn't that the truth?
Having way too much fun here at the Mandan Independence Day Parade. And here comes Dakota Star Gymnastics. They were established back in 1976. They offer girls and boys recreational classes for ages 18 months to 18 years. They also have a growing competitive team, show team, and they are home to the Mandan Braves high school gymnastics team, the Dakota Star Gymnastics. And I suspect we might see a flip or a somersault.
I was just gonna say, can you do a cartwheel, Nicholas?
I can under certain circumstances, which we probably should have talked about here on the air. So maybe during a party, we'll just keep it at that.
Well, this is a party. I think you should get out there and show us.
And maybe with some softer ground underneath me. So.
I hear some tunes coming up here, and I do believe this is Sleepy Hollow Theater and Art Park. You know, they have some fabulous shows every summer, several of them. I know one that I'm going to this year. It's going to be Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There you go. There you see the billboard for it, July 13th through the 22nd, I do believe. Now, Sleepy Hollow, they are celebrating 34 years this year. They present Willy Wonka, as I just mentioned, as well as Matilda the Musical, July 27th through August 5th. They'll both be at Sleepy Hollow Arts Park in Bismarck. It's an outdoor theater under the stars.
There she is, Old Glory, waving high above this Mandan Independence Day on what is turning out to be an absolutely glorious Independence Day. It does give you goosebumps when you see it waving over everybody. And here are more American flags passing us by here. Down the parade, Rob.
And here we have the Desperado Firearms in Bisman Radiator. They are a locally owned firearms store. They buy, they sell, they trade and consign. And they also have a gunsmith for your needs. They sell Pride of Dakota items as well. So they have everything from bullet jewelry, candles, and...
United States. Sure, that is going to be a huge celebration.
250 years for the United States next year. Here's Cashwise. Cashwise Foods, they have 2 remarkable employee-owned locations. They serve Bismarck, Mandan, and they've been doing so since 1996. They have everything from delis to bakeries, produce, meats, and much more.
You know, actually,
filling your pantries, filling your refrigerators.
We mentioned the anniversary. When I was flying back home a couple months ago, I met actually one of the gentlemen that broadcast one of the bicentennial broadcasts from North Dakota. One of the live shots on there. So, but like I said, 250 years in a couple of years. We're at 247 right now, so we've got a few more years to go, but that'll be an exciting time for everybody all across America. And I believe we have now coming up on your screen the J.P. Wagner 4th Degree Knights. J.P. Wagner 4th Degree Knights Bismarck is proud to be serving their community through Christ. They defend the church by defining the difference between what is right and wrong. They offer leadership, guidance, and encouragement.
All right, and I believe we have Nye Enstone standing by.
Hey guys, here with. What's your name?
Bill. Bill.
Bill? Oh my God, Bill. Oh my gosh, Bill. So this tire is almost about to run over my foot, right, Phil?
Yeah, it's a big one, and this is cool because my grandpa, he loved tractors like this. My dad would love it. He's probably watching right now, so he's probably like, that's really cool. This is really cool. What year is this?
I don't know, probably 45.
45? Yeah, really cool.
And actually my first time seeing one of these, so it's so cool. And you said you only bring it out during the parade, right?
Parades, and I do tractor treks.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, Nick and Alicia, back to you.
Thank you very much. She's working double hard.
I kind of wonder if Nye or Stone probably has with 4-H and yet
Sure.
grew up in the farm area. But I wonder if that's the first time that Nye has ever gotten that close to a tractor.
I'll tell
I
you.
think that big tire was scaring her, which I can't blame her.
It's an experience, and boy, there are a lot of them. So many different floats and tractors.
And you know, it's just like vehicles. You know, the tractors. Not to say that I have experience working on a tractor engine, but just the simplicity of tractors and vehicles way back when compared to now.
Oh my goodness!
And
Absolutely.
how compact they are, and you know, just to get
So
to.
like, I mean, they're cars, the new models, and it's hard to keep up, but you know they need to because they're trying to evolve. And
Yep. I imagine that you ask most farmers, they probably would prefer to work on an old tractor versus a brand new tractor.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I think you can actually see all the parts of an old tractor or vehicle, you know, compared to the new ones.
you know, I think one of the interesting things, and I think one of the things I love about parades is just seeing some things you might not see on a daily basis. If you live in the suburbs versus the country, you'll see your first tractor like Nye, maybe. But really what you're seeing can be described as just Americana. What makes this country so great, and what makes cities like Mandan and our surrounding communities so great.
Coming up here, we have custom truck equipment, and they provide the area with America-made truck equipment products. See those scrapers moving. You know, it's amazing what they can do too. Oh, did you see that limo? See that night? I think that's what we should have to take us back to the station today. Is take a nightlife limousine.
That's right. They have a big celebration this year. 30 years of service to the Mandan Bismarck area. They want to thank all of their past customers and look forward to serving them in the future. They've got a large variety of luxury vehicles, from stretch limos to a black limo bus, and of course the Hummerzine to their themed party buses, including the Jungle Bus. Oh, that sounds exciting. They have an airport and executive sedans and SUVs, and they are proud to sponsor a Make-A-Wish Child and Family again this year, and they urge you to please support Make-A-Wish North Dakota. There you see the Hummerzine and the Nightlife Limousine, all decked out in their stars and stripes. Nothing like being in a limo.
That's right.
And here
Red
comes
Top Recovery.
Red Top Recovery. They are towing out of Mandan, from light to medium type cars and SUVs to heavy semi-trucks or oversized farm implement machinery. They have the knowledge and equipment that can handle it all. It's Red Top Recovery.
Very patriotic dress
Absolutely.
out there.
Do you remember your first parade in North Dakota, Alicia?
I don't remember my first. I went to plenty of parades as a kid.
Okay.
But I remember my daughter's first.
Uh-huh.
It was terrifying because she ran in front of a car.
Oh my goodness. I remember back home.
My husband quickly ran out there and got her, fortunately. But
Thankfully.
Yeah, got to have all eyes on the kids, right?
For a while back home, I know there were some parades that they were not allowed to use squirt guns because people were getting upset that, you know, you get your camera equipment wet, or some people just don't want to get wet. That's understandable.
It's
but
funny you say that, though, because I see our camera operators, and we come out here and they spray the crowd. I want to, like, put my hands up and be like, oh, no, the camera.
That's
but
right.
They've been really good and cognizant of our camera operators here while we broadcast live for you from KX for the 144th Annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. Thank you for tuning in with us
Absolutely.
today. I'm glad we have such a great turnout.
That's right.
It's been an amazing day, amazing weather, and this live telecast is sponsored by Basin Bobcat and also by the Mandan Automotive and Mandan Progress Organization.
That's right. And don't go away. We've got a lot more parade. It's coming up on 11:50 here. Of course, as you probably figured out, there will be no KX News at noon as we bring you this live coverage of this 144th Mandan Independence Day Parade. Such a great time. If you couldn't get down here this year, maybe check it out next year. A lot to see and do. A lot of candy to catch.
That's right. You got fireworks at the Capitol tonight. You have them at the Mandan
yes.
Rodeo.
That's right.
You know, it's like I said, a lot of cities don't allow the fireworks, of course, in town,
Sure.
but there's ample opportunities to catch some firework displays. All right, Stone is standing by. I think he's got a little car out there. What's he got going?
Yeah, I'm here with Brave the Shave. They have this cool little ambulance that's going with them. It does some tricks, it blinks. Really cool thing to see. Make sure for the children, obviously. This thing's been going down. It's been doing tricks. It makes noises. This is really cool. I need to buy one of these things for KX News because this thing would be really cool. Thank you guys very much. This thing is awesome. Now back to you guys.
Brave the Shave, and that is for kids with cancer, of course,
Yes.
but I think we might lose Stone here. I think he's going to go chasing that little ambulance. Now, Brave the Shave, it's the region's largest fundraising organization supporting families in North Dakota who have a child who's been diagnosed with cancer, and so a lot of great work that they all do. And there you see Miss North Dakota herself and Miss North Dakota's Teen of 2023.
And there you see coming up the parade route there is Lions District number 5 with their vehicle. They're represented by the Dakota Mandan Lions Club, the Elgin Lions Club, the Hebron Lions Club, the Mandan Lions Club, and the New Salem Lions Club. They are active Lions Clubs in their communities. They invite you to come join them and serve your community.
They all congregate together.
That's right.
And they also have a very wonderful float here. You know, makes you wonder if that was a pontoon at one time.
You know,
I'm
sure if you asked them the question, they wouldn't be lying. I had to get one in there.
You got one in there.
That's right. And they are followed up by the Realty One Group Encore, locally owned and operated. They are a modern lifestyle real estate brand offering years of knowledge and experience from their local broker and agents. They love to take part in the Bismarck Mandan community events. As without a community, you don't have housing, and without housing, you don't have community.
Here we have the South Central Threshing Association and 1936 B. John Deere and the 1937 A. John Deere. Now, the South Central Threshers, they have their threshing bee the weekend of Labor Day, or a weekend rather, I correct myself, after Labor Day. So lots of demonstrations and fun for the young and the old at that Threshers show. And you know, we're talking about the old versus the new.
Right.
I'm gonna talk about some old tractors here.
Sure.
It's always fun to see.
You mentioned the weekend happening after Labor Day. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that, but I think they're also looking forward to taking it one day at a time, enjoying as much of the summer as they can. Wow, they're out of Braddock. Or Braddock, I should say. Yeah, there it is, right on the sign there, weekend after Labor Day.
All right, Denai Remy is standing by. We're having some, you know, it's always interesting coming out live to a parade because technology does not always agree exactly when you want it to.
That's right.
But we'll check back with Nye in a little bit here.
Nothing like, speaking of technology, nothing like a good old lawn chair being used by the Sons of Norway Lodge. They are involved in a wide variety of special events throughout the year featuring both traditional and contemporary programs with a unique Norwegian-American flavor. Members have the opportunity to participate in a variety of fun cultural activities. You can check them out at sonofbismarck.com.
With some lutefisk. All right, I think Nye is ready for us. Nye?
Okay, hi guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm here with
Lindsay.
Okay, hi, Lindsay. And you told me that you guys painted this truck specifically for this event?
Yes, yes I did. I was the one that painted it. Yep, this is the truck's last ride.
Oh, that's cool. And what's the purpose behind you doing all of this?
I just love the parade. I love to paint cars. Yeah.
Okay, that's
yep. We've done it quite a few years. This is the second year since I've worked there.
okay. Pretty cool. All right, nice to meet you, Lindsay.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Back to you guys.
And that was Nye Remy there. Yeah, that was an impressive paint job. I bet you she had some fun with that.
Yep.
The stars and the stripes, pretty impressive, I must say myself. I think Nye and Stone are having a good time out there
That's
at this
right.
144th annual Mandan Independence Day Parade. We are having a great time ourselves. It's a great turnout here, the perfect temperature, I think, for this day.
And by the way, that's LJ Motors with the Coke, followed by the LJ Motors tow truck. You can check out their newly open and used tire shop on the strip right here in Mandan.
Kids are getting, it's great to have.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Stone, very much. Now, and you just saw they're coming out of screen. We should tell you about the U.S. Forest Service Dakota Prairie Grasslands. I did not know this. The Dakota Prairie Grasslands span over 1.2 million acres, providing a diverse range of wildlife viewing opportunities, including elk, deer, bighorn sheep, prairie dogs, and various bird species. 1.2 million acres. That's impressive.
I would have to agree. And, to get around all of that acreage with all of the water, you need a boat.
Yes.
And here,
Yes,
Sean
indeed,
has a
you do.
boat, and I think that could be the one that you purchased for me,
Oh,
Nicholas.
all right.
If you didn't hear earlier, folks, I said in the fine print, it says that Nicholas Quallett shall buy a boat for Alicia Huck. I think I try to get my co-anchors always to buy me a boat every year. It hasn't
all right.
worked yet so far, so I'm banking on you, Nicholas. I think we are coming to the end here of our 144th annual Mandan Independence Day Parade.
That's right.
We had a lot of wonderful floats here that we got to see, and this live telecast of the Mandan Independence Day Parade on KX News, it's sponsored by Basin Bobcat.
And the Mandan Independence Day Parade was also brought to you by the Mandan Automotive and the Mandan Progress Organization. Well, there you see the thousands of people here that are gathering for this 144th Independence Day Parade. Of course, you saw there just a moment ago some of our fantastic crew bringing you this parade. And we've had a great time here.
So, Nicholas, how was your first parade?
I have to tell you, it was a great way to spend a day with you. And it was a great morning. And now, here we are right on noon. Couldn't get a better timing.
They ended with the beef guy.
Yes.
He's talking about melt in your mouth steaks. And it's noon.
Yeah.
Now talk about hungry, and I smell food. You got restaurants around here, and so I think I know what I'm going to be doing shortly after this parade.
That's right.
But besides lunch, you're going to be able to enjoy a lot of fireworks displays tonight. You have the fireworks display at the Capitol, at the state Capitol. You also have the Mandan Rodeo Grounds. They will have a fireworks display at 7:30 tonight. So lots of activities, lots of things happening to keep everybody busy, and also just please remember to be safe.
Absolutely.
Safe and busy.
That's right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us for the 144th Annual Independence Day Parade, live from the city of Mandan. We will leave you now with some sights and sounds from today's parade. And like I said, on behalf of Alicia Huck and myself, we want to wish you a happy Independence Day. Stay safe, and we'll see you throughout the day here on KX and KXNet.com.
Thank you for watching the Mandan 4th of July Parade, sponsored by Basin Electric Power Cooperative and Bobcat of Mandan.